Satou, we talked about the three ball in preseason, and you talked about how confident you were in that shot. Can you speak to the confidence and just the consistency that you're finding in rhythm with this team that you're on now?
Yeah, it helps. Obviously, I worked on it a lot in the off season, but it also helps having players on the floor that really spread the floor out. So I have the space to take those shots. I have the space to create downhill drives, and you have to respect that. So that automatically, opens up clearer shots for me, and also great screen setting too. I think I had like 2, 3 threes just of a great ball screen, and then I could shoot that. So also like kudos to the people around me that make it possible.
You took a pretty big fall in the second quarter. How are you feeling?
I feel good. It was a physical game.
When you have all these players coming in and out, and you're only playing a certain amount of minutes, you have one point there where you're up by 15, and then it gets away. How do you evaluate kind of where you're at, given all these sort of preseason game factors?
Mm-hmm. I think just by maximizing your minutes and really going all in, you know that you have limited time. And even as one of the main players, I have to maximize those 20 minutes, and everyone has to do that. And of course, we're trying out different rotations, so it's not really how the game will look like in the real games, but just trying out different people on the floor will obviously lead to, some mistakes on the floor too, just by miscommunication. And that is something that we have to work on this year, just finding each other more and more and trying stuff out. So it might look ugly sometimes, but I think we really carry ourselves well and hold together, and we account for that.
You and AT connected a couple different times on the floor, I think. How do you feel like today was another step forward in building that chemistry with you two?
Game by game, more minutes together means more experience together, and I respect her a lot. She's so smart, so I know she'll be in the right spots at the right time, and she gives me so much advice. I feel like in this past month alone with AT, I've learned so much, and I continue to learn with her on the floor, so I'm super thankful that she's my teammate as well.
Satou, Tuesday, 20 turnovers, today, 20 turnovers. I know it's preseason, but
Mm-hmm.
do you feel that some of those turnovers are easily correctable before the season opener?
For sure. We had a lot of sloppy turnovers. Those can be limited. A lot of times they just turned their aggression on a little bit more, and then we had another, 3 turnovers here and there, including myself, way too many. I had 4, and it's just that I'm not too stressed because it does come with the game, and like I said, with team chemistry, you will know blindly where your teammates are, and we just don't have that yet, but it looked so much better than it did the first day in training camp, so I'm very optimistic.
I saw tomorrow, I was just checking out Twitter. I saw you guys are going to be featured in Slam magazine. Is that correct?
Yeah, we had a fun shoot.
Okay, well, just if you can give maybe a little preview, how does that feel being featured? I don't know if that's your first time being on the cover or not.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's cool. I think it turns an eye on our team, and I think we, with Ka, AT, and I, we have a really strong 3. So just being able to see that and create some buzz around it is good. But, we're still players. We'll win the games.
Any more questions for Satou?
I'm done.
Satou, you're all good.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for you. I thought you were in here already. I'll wait here.
Spoke to us media day. You said it's going to be a different Mack truck. And you saw your impact, especially in the second quarter on the defensive end. Can you just speak to the space that you're in, whether it be conditioning or skill or confidence?
Yeah, a lot of that comes with conditioning and my teammates believing in me and trusting me. Because it's no longer my first year, so I'm kind of still trying to figure it out, but I have a little bit more confidence because I got great teammates. And then the support, the advice, and all that, I take it to the heart for real.
Tosh, you were running with the first and second unit throughout the game. Just curious, I know, like Steven said, you spoke with us at training camp about your time in Spain. Just how do you feel from last year to this year, conditioning-wise?
Oh, I feel a lot better because last year I thought I was about to die. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to make it. They about to cut me. It's a wrap. But this year I knew better, and I'm trying to install professional habits in myself, and so I came back ready to run with whoever, whenever, and just do what I need to do.
What are some of those professional habits, if you don't mind me asking?
Eating right, conditioning, take care of my body. Recovery is really important.
You guys started to play a little bit more cohesively at the start of the second half. What were those conversations like as a group, as a team, before you came out for the second half?
Jitters. It's a game. We ready. We did it in practice. It's just not doing it to each other in practice, other people. So we just gotta get the jitter out and just do what we know to do.
Despite the loss, you guys were pretty far ahead in the rebounding battle, and you were a big part of that. How have you kind of internalized that part of your role and being the one to go out and grab the boards?
That's always been my role since I could play basketball. I just always been longer, and I can jump. So I was like, if I can do one thing, impact the game, is rebounding.
Kalea and Monique Makani did not play today, but they did play in the Las Vegas game. So do you feel like you've had enough time together now to be ready to open the season, assuming everybody's together for the opener?
I just like to say it's never enough time. Training camp is never enough time to actually be ready, but you got to work with what you got and do the best that you can.
Yeah, it's also a long season. Like, we have 44 games, and this gives us a lot of time to just lock in on each other. And, I mean, obviously, with Mo and Ka missing today, like, those are two really big players that are missing. So I think it also gives other people more minutes to show themselves and to be more confident. So really just taking that as, looking at the positives for other people.
One of the improvement points that Nate kind of pointed out after Tuesday's game was playing with a little bit more pace. How do you guys feel like you did that in today's game?
I feel like when we stopped thinking about it too much, just get up and down, we actually executed well.
We'll wrap there. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Honk, honk.